It's Friday morning. Just getting up and moving, and my allergies are off the charts today, which is super fun. Just scrolling through TikTok. I didn't really post anything yesterday. Had a busy, long day, and you know the official White House Twitter account is just posting photos of people who are being arrested in Washington D.C. and almost every single one of them are young black men. And every city that Donald Trump listed in his announcement of this policy on Monday, Chicago, DC, LA, Baltimore, Oakland, they're all cities with black mayors. They're all cities with large black populations. I mean, this is also comically racist. I haven't heard a single question from anyone in the mainstream press about that. This is so blatantly, cartoonishly racist what what he's doing. And Pam Bondi this morning apparently stripped the Washington D.C. police commissioner, who's also black, of all power. I mean, again, it's like, and repeating the message that I've heard and seen from dozens and dozens of black creators on this app. They showed up on election day in 2024 and they did their job. 92% of black women voted for Kamala, and over 80% of black men voted for voted for Kamala. And they're like, this is for you guys to fix. We're going to focus on ourselves. We're going to focus on our families. We're going to focus on our communities. We're going to take a break. We're not coming out to protests. You guys need to be the ones who fix this. I support that 100%. Donald Trump feels cheated that he was not permitted by the adults in the room in the summer of 2020 during the Black Lives Matter protests. He wanted to shoot black protesters in the legs. He wanted to shoot them. And his military guys were like, no, we're not going to do that, Mr. President. That's not going to happen. He's still angry about that he did not get to use the federal government to commit violence against black people in 2020. He's extremely angry that black Americans have been taking a rest since Election Day and have not been showing up to protests. And so now he's just going to do this. In cities across America that have black mayors and large black populations, fuck it. He's just going to go in and just start arresting black people off the street and taking their photos and putting them on his Twitter page, the White House Twitter page. And his base loves it. I can't tell you the number of TikToks I've seen from MAGA men this morning just cheering this on and saying that this needs to happen in every Democrat-run city across the United States. It is just so blatantly and cartoonishly racist. We're not even 7 months in. I've been trying so hard not to be all like doom and gloom. in my videos. But this is just so egregious and so blatant. And I'm really not hearing anybody in the media cover this component to it, this actual motivation behind what he's doing. It is about race. It is about using the official White House Twitter feed to show his base that he's out here arresting black people off of the street. I mean, you listen to some of the right-wing commentators over the course of this week. I heard Benny Johnson say that Washington, D.C. had been infested, like with rodents or cockroaches or something, and they all need to be cleaned out. Who do you think he's talking about? I just, anyway, but and I've mentioned this before, I guess whatever day it was, like June 14th or something, when we had the No Kings marches across the country. All the footage that I saw from almost all of those protest marches, the crowds were almost entirely white. And my brother and I marched in the No Kings protest march in San Francisco. And I've marched in a lot of protest marches in San Francisco. This was dramatically bigger than anything I had ever seen in San Francisco in 25 years. And and at the beginning of the parade, when everybody was still gathering in Dolores Park, I saw one single motorcycle cop doing some traffic stuff down at the bottom of the hill. The rest of the day, along the entire protest march route, I didn't see a single police officer. I didn't see a single police vehicle. I didn't see a motorcycle. I didn't see an armored van or whatever. The next police officers that I saw was after we marched up Dolores Street, we marched up Market Street all the way to Van Ness. We went down Van Ness to, I think, Grove, and then we cut over a couple blocks to Civic Center, the Civic Center Plaza. And everybody, the crowd that was gathered in Civic Center Plaza was absolutely massive. No cops. None. Zero. No cops. And as my brother and I were leaving, this was over the course of 5 or 6 hours. As we were leaving, after it was over, I saw 3 motorcycle cops parked up against Bill Graham's Civic Auditorium, and they were all just hanging out looking at their phones. It was a lot different than the protests that I saw in the summer of 2020, as far as police presence goes. This entire thing is about race, and I'm not hearing anybody in the media address that component of this. It is just cartoonishly racist from start to finish. But it's Friday. If you are out protesting this weekend, just please, please, please be safe. Be safe.